Good morning students. This is a physics class and today we discuss about some topics like retardation and constant acceleration. We also discuss about the graphical representation of retardation and the constant acceleration. Okay, let's start. Firstly, we understand about the term retardation. What is retardation? Simply we say that the negative acceleration is called retardation. Suppose we go on a ride by a bike. When we start a bike, we got accelerated. जब हम बाइक को स्टार्ट करते हैं तो हम एक्सेलरेट करते हैं, then the speed will increase. That is called acceleration. But when we apply a brake, पर जैसे ही हम ब्रेक लगाते हैं, the speed will decrease and that decreasement is called the retardation. I hope you understand. By graph, we see that the y-axis belongs to velocity and the x-axis belongs to time. The retardation means the velocity is uniformly decreased and its slope is from upward to downward. आप देख रहे हैं इसका जो slope है वो लगातार नीचे की तरफ झुका हुआ है, means it continuously decrease. That shows a retardation. Now move on to the next topic, constant acceleration. The word constant, you understand about it? The word constant means when velocity is constant with respect to time, that is called the constant acceleration. In this graph, you see that the velocity is not changed. Velocity is constantly at a certain point, but the velocity is changed with respect to time. The velocity is not changed with respect to time, so that doesn't change is known as a constant velocity. Okay, now we move on a next topic, equation of motion. Equation of uniformly accelerated motion in a straight line. It is simply known as the equation of motion. So we move to derive the first equation of motion. Suppose a body is moving. So what is the acceleration of that body? So the formula of acceleration is change in velocity per unit time, or we say that acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time taken. The term change in velocity is shows by change in velocity means what? Suppose a body is travel from point A to point B. When bodies start to traveling, that is initial velocity, and the bodies reach at point B, that is a final velocity. So the change will be final velocity minus initial velocity. Look here, the change in velocity is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity upon time taken. The final velocity will be denoted by small v and the initial velocity is denoted by small u. So the formula becomes A is equal to V minus U upon T. When we cross multiplication of A into T, that is AT is equal to V minus U, and when we transfer the U from RHS to LHS, then the formula becomes V is equal to U plus AT, and this is the first equation of motion. Now we move on the second point, second equation of motion. In the second equation of motion, firstly we discuss about an example when a body is traveling in a straight line, we observe the average velocity of the body. The average velocity means what? The total velocity upon total number. That is, average velocity is equal to, what is the total velocity? There is a two velocity when body will begin, when body will start to travel, that is initial velocity, and the body is till to a end point, that is a final velocity. So the average velocity is equal to initial velocity plus final velocity, and the total velocity is 2, so upon 2. We know that the initial velocity is denoted by u and the final velocity is denoted by v, so the average velocity is equal to u plus v upon 2. We know that the term speed is equal to distance upon time, but in the term of velocity we say that speed is equal to distance upon time or distance is equal to speed into time. But in the term of average velocity, the speed is converted into average velocity, and our formula is shown on the screen. Distance traveled, small s, is equal to average velocity into time. Here the distance traveled is denoted by small s. So the formula is s is equal to, we see in the above line, the formula of average velocity is u plus v upon 2. So s is equal to u plus v upon 2 into t. We know that according to first equation of motion, the value of v is equal to u plus at. We put that value in this equation. So s is equal to u plus at upon 2 into t. साइड में मैंने एक कॉलम में लिख दिया है जिससे आपको ये पता हो क्या है कि v इज इक्वल टू यू प्लस एटी होता है. सो s इज इक्वल टू u प्लस यू मीन्स 2u प्लस एटी अपॉन 2 इंटू टी. When we take t under the bracket, it goes to multiply with each other, means 2u and at, and we got s is equal to 2ut plus at square upon 2 is equal to, when we distribute the denominator term 2 with both of them, then we got 2ut upon 2 plus at square upon 2. The term ut in which the 2 is numerator and denominator can be cancelled out with each other, and we got s is equal to ut plus half at square, and this is the second equation of motion. Now move on the third equation of motion. According to first equation of motion, we know about v is equal to u plus at. On squaring on both sides, we got v square is equal to u plus at of whole square. After expanding the formula of a plus b of whole square, we got v square is equal to u square plus a square t square plus 2at(u). From the term a square t square plus 2at(u), we get 2a as a common, and we got under bracket at square upon 2 plus ut, and this is the value of second equation of motion s. Finally, we got the third equation of motion, that is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. I hope you understand about the equation of motion. It is a mathematically term. In the next video, we discuss about the graphical method for deriving all these equation of motion. Okay, thank you.